it's moving in a grooved line before you make the backswing, which is a good check to make, wouldn't you agree? Chin's following the cue there, offline. It's a bit more relaxed there. That looked a little bit more controlled, a little bit smoother on the beginning of the delivery. Similar shot again. And again, it's the gradual build-up of speed and the gradual slowing down of the cue at the end of the backswing. Just check that now. Still relaxed during the shot. Now this is a slow motion. So again, what you might want to do is, and I don't know if you can see the difference there, is just when I'm playing there's a bit more, the rate of change of the cue is slower. In other words, when the direction changes, it's a more gradual movement, or more gradual direction change. Now, what you may want to do is, in practice, have a 5 minutes on your own where you move the cue a quarter of the speed than you normally would do. I think this is quarter speed here, these slow motion clips. The light is reduced on the camera because with slow motion it takes more frames per second but plays them back at normal speed. So because it's taking more frames per second, there's less chance to capture light. So that's why it's darker seen. It will come back, the light will come back later. But you may want to do this in practice on your own, is have quarter speed movement of your cue during the cue action and during the delivery. You'll learn so much about how the hand is moving, whether it's moving straight, is it online, is it the correct length of backswing for the power you're delivering, is the cue building up speed nicely, is it building up speed in a straight line, etc., etc., you see. So that's a little drill you can do in practice. Well, the bridge hand moved there, and the follow-through is artificially stunted, I would say. Let's just go back there to... Alright, so that follow-through finishes here, okay? And is my cue on the chin? Yeah, virtually. So, alright, maybe I've dropped a centimetre below the chin there, but basically the cue's gone through the plane that I was aiming at. Now let's see, let's compare the follow-through with Terry here. Now, can you see that the backswing builds up speed toward the end of the backswing? It's almost as if there's an impatience to strike the ball. And that can't happen. You should be able to make the backswing stop and stay there 5 minutes, and then the player tells you how much speed you play, and then you build up the speed gradually to that pace through the cue ball. Anyhow, just watch the backswing and how it speeds up toward the end of the backswing. It's almost as if the backswing is fused with and spliced with the delivery. They need to be separate. Nice controlled backswing until you reach there, and then everything starts happening all at the same time, and that's where tension comes in, and the snatch occurs, and then the bridge starts lifting and all the rest of it. And look how short the follow through as well because of all that tension. So if the hand isn't fully buried in the chest there, it should be, and if it is, then you might, instead of following through to here, you might want to just follow through to there, which might give you an extra couple of inches on the follow through. Look. Watch how the backswing slows down toward the end of its motion. It gets slower toward the end of the backswing, whereas Terry's was getting faster toward the end of the backswing. And there's a definite gear change here. In other words, changing gear from reverse to forwards, and not all happening at the same time, as we noticed on Terry's shot. And the slow build up of speed starting here and gradually building up. Let's see if the back, yeah, again it becomes quicker. So you started the backswing like Shaun Murphy, but then it finished up accelerating toward the end of the backswing, which defeats the object really. Look at that watch slowing down now to a stop, and now very slowly building up speed, and really the speed only develops halfway through the delivery. Ah, that's better. Now look how far the follow through happened. See, look. Let me just go back to my shot there. So now this delivery, the speed of the cue only really starts happening from here onwards. Let's go quarter speed, so going even slower. Very slow build up of speed on the delivery there. And you can see the speed only starts happening actually past that line. So the first half of the delivery is simply to build up gradually the speed of the cue. The last half of the delivery is to generate the power. Most players below 70, 80 century break standard generate all the power in the first half of the delivery. It's far too early, and there's no way you can remain relaxed if you're doing that. And let's have a look at this. Backswing. This is again quarter speed, so very slow. Let's see if this speeds up toward the end of the backswing at all. So nice controlled backswing here. Remember this is quarter speed on the slow motion, so it's probably about 8 times slower than it normally should be. But there's no wrong. And yeah, you can see that definitely speeding up there. And there's tension in the bridge hand there, and those first 2 fingers lifting up. That's no good. But yeah, much better speed build up. Much better speed build up. But there was still tension at the end of the backswing, probably caused by that extra speed in the backswing, and because those 2 center fingers of the bridge hand were lifting toward the end of the backswing. That shows there's unwanted tension somewhere, which is going to disrupt the line of the cue somehow. But look at that nice follow through there. And that's just by altering the quality, improving the quality of the cue movement during the backswing and delivery. Very good. Now this, interestingly, is using the 360 Pure Cue Action Trainer designed by my good friend Neil Johnson. Absolutely the best training device I've ever seen, and it really helped my game. More than anything else I've used, in fact. In fact, probably since using that, I got more benefit, more improvement in my game in 15 minutes using that than I did anything else, I think, ever. So, good testament to how much that cue can benefit anyone's game. So we'll come on to that in a bit more detail in the next section.